Hello, hello. Welcome back. Today I'm going to scrapbook a photo strip my cousin and I took at a bridal show. We went to a bridal show to just check out vendors for her wedding, and one of the many vendors offered taking photos in a photo booth and they'll print them out for you. So we each got one of these photo strips, and I thought it'd be cute to use it to scrapbook about that day. I decided that I was going to use this watercolor painted pattern paper. It starts off with a yellow watercolor and then it slowly goes to pink. And then on top of that, it has these little triangles. Some of them are just outlines and then some of them are filled in. I really like this color paper because it's subtle, but it also has a lot of color on it. I decided that I was going to use these leftover photo frames from a previous stash kit. These are from last month's stash kit, but this paper is a Chamel collection. I think True Stories. And I decided that I would use a long one that had 3 and then another one that had just 2. When I was figuring out my layout, I thought I would just do a bunch of layering underneath my photo strip. And in the end, I decided that I wanted a staircase type of composition where it starts off really tall and then it slowly becomes a little shorter. I did start off building the staircase starting low on the left and it goes up towards the right. But I do change this out and switch it around, and I will move my tallest piece to the left side and then bring it down towards the right side. I did pull out my heart punch thinking that I would punch some hearts from leftover scraps from previous pages. They do not work out for this page, but I'll save them for later because I can definitely use some hearts on other pages. Lately, I have been using this blue Herma dispenser for those adhesive squares. I actually have had this for a while and I didn't use it anymore because I just preferred using the double-sided roller adhesive. But to actually use up some of my adhesive that I have left over in my supplies, I decided to pull it out and just use it up. So I'm using them a lot on my layouts, and I've also linked this dispenser as well as its refills down below in the link. I actually like this adhesive because it's really simple. It's just a square, so it's definitely as good as me using the double-sided tape. So I pulled out some die cuts from the ephemera pack. I liked the cotton candy one, this little soda pop one, and then this candy one on the bottom right. I felt like since we were at this bridal show and it was like a lot of festivities and there was actually, I think, a vendor that was giving out free samples of bundt cakes. It just reminded me of that day. So I had this also admit one ticket because my cousin was the one who registered and got a free pass for anyone else who wanted to go with her. So I liked how these little elements just reminded me of what we ended up doing that day. I also pulled out my own DIY embellishments. They are the Maggie Holmes ribbon tags, and I pulled out 3 and thought that I could spread them out around my page since the color scheme pretty much was in sync with those embellishments. I think I realized it was a little too far right, so I am lifting everything to move it a little bit over so I can have my page a little more centered. And I am just really continuing to build my staircase and making sure that it flows from the upper left-hand corner down to the lower right. I also pulled out the chipboard stickers so that I can add some more dimension. I used a You and Me by our photo strip, and then I used Love This on the lower left, and then I added Favorite all the way on the right. Now I'm adding my date with this Amy Tangerine roller date stamp. I liked the sentiment that said photo op. I think it was very applicable for our photo strip. I recently have been stamping the date twice. I think I just like how it looks and that it emphasizes what day it is in case my first stamp doesn't work out well. I'm pulling out my thickers to figure out what I want to title this page. I really wanted to use the gold word ones, the gold foiled word ones, but I just didn't feel like any of the words fit with what I was trying to recall about the day. So I actually stuck with my puffy sticker thickers and decided to spell out MOH for Maid of Honor and then duties because I am my cousin's maid of honor and I was spending the time with her to go to these bridal shows so that I could help her figure out what she wanted to do for her wedding. The next thing I add is my journaling, and I'm trying to get smarter about this. Before I start journaling, I should be drawing lines for me to write on so that my journaling doesn't end up crooked. For my journaling, I wrote, we went to the bridal show at the expo center, and I'm doing my duties as her maid of honor. My title wasn't sticking very well. I think the adhesive was coming off of the back of the thickers. So I decided to pull out my fine line applicator to just add a little bit more adhesive to the thickers to make sure that they don't move. And that's pretty much my page. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. And I hope you have a crafty day.